Well, viewers, to start off with, Udaynidhi's remarks against the Sanatana Dharma has snowballed into a debate making national headline for the last few days. In the latest flashpoint, Tamil Nadu's Minister of Higher Education, K. Ponmudi, has said that the India Alliance was formed to mount a fight against the principles of Sanatana Dharma. Now, DMK's alliance partner, Congress, has, however, distanced itself from this controversy. Now, they say that INDA has not come together to oppose India's Dharma or Sanatana Dharma, but to protect it, and they are here to protect all religions. Now, the Congress leaders also claim that Sanatana Dharma is understood very differently in the south and in the north of India. Now, BJP here, of course, was very quick to hit out at the DMK minister's remarks and took the opportunity here to also corner the INDA alliance and questioned if the INDA bloc are against Sanatan, democracy, parliament and even the constitution.
பத்திரிகைகளின் மூலமாக ஊடகங்களின் மூலமாக நம்முடைய இந்த சனாதன எதிர்ப்பு கொள்கையை இந்தியா என்ற இங்க எல்லா நண்பர்களும் சொல்லிவிட்டார்கள். இந்த இந்தியா என்பது ஒரு சனாதன கொள்கைக்கு எதிர்ப்பாக உருவாக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிற கூட்டணி தான் இந்தியா. எங்களுக்குள் கருத்து வேறுபாடுகள் இருக்கலாம், ஆனால் இந்த சனாதனத்தை எதிர்க்க வேண்டும் என்பதிலே யாருக்கும் எந்த வேறுபட்ட கருத்தும் இல்லை. இதில் இருப்பவர்கள் எல்லாம் சமத்துவத்தை உருவாக்க வேண்டும், மத இந்த சிறுபான்மை சமுதாயத்தை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும், ஆண் பெண் சமத்துவத்தை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும், இந்த சமூக சிந்தனையோடு இந்த இயக்கத்தை உருவாக்க வேண்டும் என்பதுதான் இன்று 26 கட்சிகள் உருவாக்கி இருக்கிற இந்த இந்தியா கூட்டணியினுடைய நோக்கம். அவை வந்திருக்கிற நீங்கள் எல்லாம் நாம் என்னதான் சமூகத்திலே நாம் எவ்வளவு செஞ்சாலும் அரசியல்ல நாம வெற்றி பெற்று அங்க உட்கார்ந்தாதான் இதெல்லாம் செய்ய முடியும்.
What they said, Sanatana Dharma is Hindu Dharma. That is what the BJP explained. That is why they blame us that we are against Hindus. We are a party which promotes secularism, which talks about secularism. We speak for the citizens of India. So Muslim, Christians, every religion, Sikhs, everybody are Indians. So as a party which is interested in this country, whether it is India or Bharat, whatever the name, they don't want to call India because they are afraid that we have, our alliance have the name India. We work for the people of Bharat, if they could understand better way. Not one section of the people of Bharat. We are for everybody. We are for to promote secularism. We want unity. We want everybody to be rightful citizens with equal rights.
See, I'll tell you one thing. The Congress party is concerned, as far as Congress party is concerned, for us, every religion, every belief system is equally respectful. That is the stand of the Congress party, and that is the belief of the Congress party. And we are the leading partner of the alliance. Any other alliance partner might have their view, but Congress party's view is very clear on this. Second, on the understanding of what Sanatana Dharma is, South Indians understand it in a different way, North Indians understanding it in a different way. South Indians understand in a way of caste hierarchy, and all those people below, categorized below in the caste hierarchy, have a problem with that.
अब जो डीएमके के मिनिस्टर है पॉनमुड़ी, उनका भी एक और स्टेटमेंट आया है. उन्होंने कहा है कि हमारे बेसिक डिफरेंसेस हो सकते हैं 26 अलायंस पार्टनर्स के, लेकिन एक हमारा मोटो सेम है, सनातन धर्म के खिलाफ लड़ाई को जारी रखना, और ये हमारा मेन एजेंडा है.
देखिए, इस कुंठित कुनबे का कॉमन कार्यक्रम क्या है? सनातन परिवार, संविधान पे प्रहार और भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार. अब अगर इस कुंठित कुनबे का कॉमन कार्यक्रम ये हो, तो इस कुंठित कुनबे के सारे जितने भी कैरेक्टर्स हैं, वो पहले तो सनातन पे वार करेंगे, फिर संविधान पे प्रहार करेंगे, फिर भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार करेंगे. लेकिन एक बात उनको समझना चाहिए, सनातन भारत की आत्मा है. भारत की आत्मा पर चोट, परमात्मा से खोट उनको मटियामेट करेगी.
Udaynidhi is the new Pappu of Tamil Nadu. Nobody takes him seriously in the political circle. And MK Stalin's desperation to elevate his son, he wants his son to be regarded as one of the tall political leaders in Tamil Nadu. the path chosen for the same is hurting the sentiments and beliefs of the majority, which Udayinidhi's grandfather Karunanidhi used to do and Stalin used to do. Following their footsteps, Udayinidhi is now doing it. And they believe that this controversy will elevate him as a political leader in Tamil Nadu. However, it has fallen flat. Hurting the sentiments and beliefs, mocking the beliefs is the culture of DMK narrated by their parent body, Dravida Kalagam.
जो सनातन के विरोध में बात करेगा, उस हर बोलने वाली शब्द बोलने वाली जबान को हम खींच करके बाहर निकाल देंगे। जो सनातन की तरफ आंख उठा करके देखेगा, उस उठने वाली हर एक आंख को हम उंगली डाल करके आपको बाहर निकाल देंगे। हम चुनौती देते हैं कि सनातन के विरुद्ध बात करने वाला कोई भी व्यक्ति इस देश में जो है अपनी राजनीतिक ताकत और हैसियत बना करके नहीं रख पाएगा।
They have exposed themselves that there is a very big conspiracy behind this alliance. That is what they call as India alliance, the I.N.D.I.A alliance. And they are trying to divide this country communally in order to get votes in the coming parliament elections. That is what Mr. Ponmudi has very clearly stated. Because their alliance is formed only to oppose and eradicate the Sanatana Dharma, and they want to save Muslims, they want to protect Muslims. That is what he has said. So what is the need? Where is the need arises to protect Muslims? Because they want to convince and they want to show that they are for Muslims and Christians, because they vote en masse religiously.
Well, let's open this up. Uma Anandan from the BJP is with us. Syam Prasad Meka, political analyst, also with us. We just heard Mr. Kovai Sathyan. He's also joining us live at this point in time from the AIADMK. Also, we have Mr. Aditya Pratap, political analyst as well. So, firstly, at this point, the DMK wants to refrain. They do not want to really comment. Congress is also on the fence at this point. Let me bring in Mr. Syam Prasad Meka. What do you make of this? Because you have one of the leaders who comes out openly and said that this is why the India Alliance was formed. Now, how much ever you backtrack, it's given enough ammunition to, the opposition parties, the NDA.
Okay, listen me out without interrupting me. Simple thing is, the India Alliance is formed to uphold the Constitution of India and the ideas enshrined in the Constitution of India. As far as Congress party is concerned, Congress party doesn't concern itself in opposing or promoting any dharma. We want all streams of thought to flourish in this country.
But you're allying with parties who are saying it.
That's what Congress party stands for. And the India Alliance is about protecting the Constitution of India. That's all there to discuss. And you can ask Mr. Ponmudi what he means by what he said. As simple as that, instead of you and me doing guesswork.
Okay, Mr. Pratap, what do you make of it? When here you have Mr. Meka saying that the Congress has nothing to do with this, they don't stand for this. But a statement from their ally is quite different. Aditya Pratap, if you could unmute yourself. Okay, we'll go back. Are you able to hear me now, Mr. Pratap? Okay, we'll bring. Okay, we seem to have an audio glitch with him. Let's, in fact, bring in here Mr. Kovai Sathyan. Mr. Sathyan, the Congress in the morning, we've seen repeated, reactions of sorts, or somewhere knee-jerk reactions saying all of a sudden that, well, this is not our stand, this is not the stand of the India Alliance. What is the stand of the Alliance? Because you have one of the partners who makes such sort of a statement, and then you think that they can backtrack and say, well, this is not what he meant?
No. The response from Congress is amusing. They say that they are there to protect the Constitution. Constitution clearly says you cannot take the law into your hand. Yeah, Article 25 says guarantees the freedom of conscience, the freedom to profess, practice, and propagate religion to all citizens. And how can somebody who is in the role of a minister can take the law into his hands and hurt the sentiments and practice of a majority? Having said that, the
Okay.
I.D.I.A.
I believe.
said to
Okay,
release
I
their
believe
form-
I'll come back to you, Mr. Sathyan. Mr. Pratap is back. He wanted to make a point. I'll quickly come back to you. Let's have what let's listen into what Mr. Pratap wanted to say there earlier. Go ahead, Mr. Pratap.
Well, see, first and foremost, when we see these comments made by Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, clearly, if we see from a legal perspective, one can clearly make out that it's an offense under the IPC to offend a person's religious feelings. Now, there's a talk about interpreting the word Sanatan. Some people are taking the opinion that the word Sanatan has a different connotation in South India versus North India. Well, the fact is, in law, we follow the principle of literal or the plain English rule of interpretation. That is the word Sanatan, it's a Sanskrit word. So whatever word is from a particular language, the law will look at the interpretation of the word from that particular language. So Sanatan is a Sanskrit word which means eternal. And they say, and as the scriptures say, it is an alternative name for Hinduism. So in such a case, given the comments which Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin is making, certainly cannot be termed as parliamentary. In fact, a prima facie offense under the IPC for offending religious feelings can certainly be made out. But the point is that rather than letting the law take its course, why not, other political parties, they have made it an object of political bickering. And then you have other political leaders talking about, cutting tongue and gouging out eyes and all these things. I mean, making all extremist statements. So it is very important that the political clamor should be kept aside, and instead the law should be allowed to follow its course on the matter. What happens is that, when too much of hate mongering goes on over a particular issue, then the institutions of justice, which are supposed to function in a fair and transparent manner, then ultimately it ends up getting prejudiced by a media trial. Like, don't make this a media trial. If an offense has been committed, register an FIR and let the law take its course.
Okay.
In fact,
a quick point. Okay, Mr. Pratap, I want to bring in all guests. Let's have an equal opportunity here. Mr. Sathyan was trying to make a point. We'll quickly bring in Uma. I have a question to go back to Meka too. So let me bring back Uma Anandan. Uma, at this point in time, we've seen the Tamil Nadu BJP rake up another issue today. Mr. Annamalai tweeted yet another video. We've seen at this point in time, especially at the national level, this issue is being raked up, repeatedly by the BJP. What the DMK is saying, we're not talking against, Hindu religion. We're talking against certain, ill aspects of the religion, and, this is just being misconstrued. So, do you think that the BJP is probably using this for their own gain while some statements are being made? How do you view this?
I think we're all trying to fool ourselves if you're going to give excuses like this. I would like to ask the gentleman first who said, Mr. Ponmudi has spoken. You must ask him. That means he has not understood. In what language did Mr. Ponmudi speak? Did he speak in French? Did he speak in Italian, which is alien to us? He spoke in clear-cut terms to say that the I.dot alliance has been formed only to destroy Sanatana Dharma, the Hinduism. That he was very clear in that. I don't think they didn't mince any words. Only the Congress is trying to put a cover on that and, mollycoddle the issue. Second, you must understand that there are only two things now. Either the DMK thinks that it is the same old Tamil Nadu when E.V. Ramasamy was at his helm, destroying every tenet of Hinduism after Ayya Muthuramalingga Ayya's demise. He did not speak like this because they were scared of Muthuramalingga Ayya. After his demise, all these people started wagging their tongues and tails. And the Dravidian parties were in rule. So they think that the same history can repeat itself. They are very much wrong. Either it could be this. Second, I would like to say it is the same old Tamil. It is not the same old Tamil Nadu. Third, does the DMK think that they would like to get out of that? Are they giving hints that they would like to get out of the dotted alliance? They want to get rid of the party, Congress as an alliance partner. It's a burden they are carrying on their shoulders. That should be the idea. Otherwise, they will not go full throttle like this.
Okay, the question really here, Umananda, is how many burdens is the Congress okay to carry for the sake of this alliance? Because they keep saying that they're the lead party as far as this alliance is concerned. Let me take this across to Mr. Meka. You know, now you have, DMK, who's repeatedly put you in a spot, and a spot of bother really. Because you have some of your leaders who are now, especially in Madhya Pradesh, who are organizing satsangs and, other Hindu religious programs as a part of your election campaign. On the other, you have your alliance partners making this sort of statements and even saying, well, this is why the India alliance came together. Do you think that this is going to do more harm to you in the run-up, or do you think somewhere the people will accept it?
Deepak, Congress party doesn't tell its members what to do and what not to do on their religious matters. We respect everybody's religion. We do our politics based on the constitution and the law of the land.
This is the biggest
joke. That is how we do it.
This is the biggest joke.
Yeah, you can laugh away, but hold on. I have the patience to listen. Umaji,
biggest joke.
Your elder, I heard you very patiently. Okay. So, all right. So,
I don't need to listen to this nonsense of yours where you say you're giving freedom.
Ma'am, let him complete.
Like this for an alliance partner. Whom are you fooling? Whom are you fooling?
Let him complete. Let him complete. He gave you an opportunity to speak while you were. He didn't intervene. Let him complete. Then you can come back. Go ahead, Mr. Meka. Go ahead.
Yeah, if nonsense is thrown at us, we will know how to get back to you. Don't cross that line. Okay, now, so India Alliance is formed to protect the constitution of the country. And Congress party stands not to protect or to promote any dharma. We will protect all religions in this country.
Okay, is the Congress party now going to say it's a separate entity when you're going to go in an alliance? Can you really say that the ideology of the other parties don't matter? So when the country votes for the India bloc, and if they do, who do they vote for? Which ideology do they vote for? Do they vote for the Congress's ideology which says, well, we go by the constitution, every religion is important to us, or do they go by the DMK ideology? Because now don't tell me that in Tamil Nadu, don't you want to contest a single seat? Well, Mr. Meka, all that I want to ask you, when the Lok Sabha elections happen, does the Congress party have no plans of contesting a single ticket, single seat in Tamil Nadu?
Why not? Why not? We have been contesting in Tamil Nadu. We are a strong force in Tamil Nadu.
What do the people go for then? Which ideology they go for? Do they go for DMK's ideology? Do they go for the Congress's ideology? And in West Bengal, do they go for the TMC ideology or the Congress's ideology? So how many people are you going to defend? And say, well, this is not what Congress believes in.
People of the country will go with the ideology of the Constitution of India, which stands for liberty, equality and justice.
Can I complete?
And fraternity. These are the values to which people of India will vote. And that's what we are going to ask.
Please correct yourself. Constitution is not an ideology.
Okay, Mr. Meka, quickly I'll bring in Mr. Sathyan because I had to interrupt him earlier.
That's our ideology.
Mr. Sathyan, go ahead.
Deepak, if Congress wants...
Okay, Mr. Sathyan.
The Congress wants to distance itself. K.C. Venugopal at Center says that we have nothing to do with this comment. Here, Tamil Nadu unit of Congress leader will say that Dainidhi, the prince, is the reincarnation of Ivera Periyar. We have something called a common minimum program. So when you are meeting and discussing tomorrow, please clarify on your CMP that Sanatan Dharma as per DMK has got nothing to do with this, or we are going ahead with the ideology of DMK. Clarify it in your CMP and face the elections. It is the Prince Udayanidhi. Nobody takes him seriously in Tamil Nadu in the political circle or arena. MK Stalin's desperation to elevate his son. He has been shown the way what Karnanidhi used to do and what Stalin used to do by hurting and mocking the beliefs of the majority. And he is imbecile. Nobody takes him seriously. And today everybody talking about Udayanidhi He walks around thinking that he has become a tall leader. And everybody is talking about him. It's time and again in Tamil Nadu for decades. You don't think twice. Go all out and hurt the sentiment beliefs of the majority. That too particularly Hindus. Karunanidhi had done it in more worse words. Stalin had done it. Now his council of ministers, Ponmudi, A. Raja, Mahesh Payamali, everybody going and backing Udinidhi shows that they have the blessings of M.K. Stalin, who is the party leader and the chief minister of the state. So let M.K. Stalin come and clarify. Is he agreeable to the statements made by his fellow ministers who has taken oath under the constitution to take the law into their own hands by promoting these kinds of hate speech? And one side, A. Raja comes out and says that it has to be compared with HIV and leprosy. On other side, today he says that Hindu is a menace for the global. We have to eradicate. The other side, one guy comes and says that we are in an ally. We have to get rid of Sanatana Dharma. Come out and open and tell it in your CM. Yes, we have joined.
I'll go back to Mr. Aditya Pratap. Mr. Aditya Pratap, just on the lines of, let's not look at, the statement in detail, whether it's constitutionally right or wrong, but do you think that it politically in any way benefits the DMK or does it benefit the India bloc? Why are such statements repeatedly being made? Well, one statement came to the fore. We did see that probably did a lot of damage, to the INDA image because you had several partners who didn't know how to defend it. But why are these statements being made repeatedly? That means the DMK in Tamil Nadu believes it's actually going to help them electorally.
Well, see, I'm also honestly a little puzzled because, see, if we look at the question would come, what are the motives of Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin in making? Along with these statements, he's also giving many verbose speeches at his rallies. Okay, probably one angle of it is that he may have some motivation to maybe point out some ills or some social evils, etc. He might want to point out some, class discrimination and other things which maybe are still prevalent. He probably wants to, sort of, like the question is whether it benefits the India bloc. Probably he's trying to, perhaps trying to maybe set up a counterweight. Like, on one hand, if you see, probably he has a perspective that on one hand, the religion is being used to, if it's being used to communalize politics, then on the other hand, he will take a counterweight, a counter position. That it is, he will try to, he might try to, along with such comments,
Okay, Pratap. I'll quickly bring in also Umar Anandan. We have a little time left on the debate. I want to have a few more perspectives here. Umar, I'd like to, one aspect that, the BJP has to answer here is there are certain evils that some, one second, let me ask you a question. Because there have been, of course, statements critical of Sanatana Dharma.
I'm sorry.
You have said that it's an insult to Hinduism. Many of them argue that, you're bringing in two different aspects here. What some of the leaders are trying to talk about is some of the social evils that existed and still exist in terms of caste system. And this is something that the BJP should acknowledge and also, fight against. But we have not seen any sort of statement in agreement by the BJP on these lines.
See, I'll just add one thing. Is that if you see Tamil Nadu
the place...
One second, that's for Umar. That's for Umar to answer.
Do I answer or not?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. The question is for you.
I'd like to say. You say there are differences and all that. It is there in every religion. My question is, why do you point out only to Sanatana Dharma? It is there everywhere. Even in the burial ground they differentiate. What are you going to give answer to that? And second, I would like to say the dotted alliance, the only thing that binds all of them together is the Modi bashing and anti-BJP. That's all. Nothing else matters. They say they are a family. The husband speaks in one voice, the wife speaks in one voice, the first son speaks in one voice, the last daughter speaks in one voice. So the only thing that binds them is anti-BJP. BJP should be thrown out. There is no other ideology or there is no other thing. So the Congress accepts that there is a reason for him to talk like this in Tamil Nadu because Sanatana Dharma is different in Tamil Nadu. Can anything be more ridiculous than this? So you come out with all sorts of excuses and try to cover your face in that. That's all. It cannot. Only thing is the DMK thinks it is the same old Tamil Nadu where they say it's a Dravidian man and all that. And I suppose this time We have all opened our eyes, we have got the guts now, and we will now tell. And whether they are voted to power or not is important, it's not unimportant. But the way they have hurt the majority and time and again, every day, Mr. Ponmudi, Mr. Rasa is an habitual offender in that. Every day he comes out with some sweeping statement, and I really don't know whether he's doing it for the gallery, perhaps from the gallery, and this is what the Dravidian stock are famous for.
Okay, Ms. Anandan, thank you there for sharing your insight into that. But this issue, of course, is refusing to die down. We are looking at statements that are coming to the fore on a regular basis, and we'll, of course, continue to track those developments and also, of course, open it up so that people get a different perspective of what exactly is happening. Is it politics? Is it being said deliberately? Is it going to help the alliance partners? Is it going to help the BJP? Well, we've got a little bit of perspective tonight. For that, I thank all our panelists who've been with us for all this while. We're going to slip into a quick break. On the other side, there's some good news for Tamil Nadu. There's a little bit of bad news coming the way of Karnataka as far as the Kaveri issue is concerned. All that and much more coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Co-powered by the fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron range.